Well, that bad man Scott Fitterer is at it once again, less than a week after trading up from the number 9 spot to capture the first overall pick in the upcoming 2023 NFL Draft. The Carolina Panthers have agreed on the first day of the legal tampering period to extend 2 verbal contracts to 2 potentially impactful free agents that will help us towards our stride for prominence at the beginning of the Frank Reich era. And in this video, I'm going to give you all my thoughts on those 2 signings, and we're going to get into that right after this.
From the foe, you dig?
Welcome to The Way I See It with Jamario Rashad. This is a Carolina Panthers fan channel. Please do me a favor by hitting the like button, and please make sure you subscribe, as I am on my road to a bunch of subscribers. No particular number. We're on the road to 2K right now, but we're trying to get things rocking before the season starts. So if you would hit the subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. Now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get to the first of these 2 signings, which was actually announced first throughout the day. The first guy I want to discuss is defensive tackle Shy Tuttle. He is 6'3", 300 pounds by way of North Davidson, North Carolina. So he is indeed a local kid. He was undrafted in 2019 from the University of Tennessee. He comes to the Carolina Panthers most recently from the New Orleans Saints, and in 2022, Shy Tuttle had 49 total tackles, 2 sacks, 1 tackle for loss, and 3 QB hits. Now, my initial thoughts when I saw this was, why exactly would we go out and do this after we saw the emergence from that big monster of a man that we have in the middle in Derrick Brown? And I just wanted to give a quick comparison to Derrick Brown's 2022 as opposed to what we saw from Shy Tuttle. Now, as I mentioned, these were Shy Tuttle stats that you see on your screen right now, but Shy Tuttle only played 558 snaps, which means although he was a big piece on this team, he actually only played 49% of the snaps, which although it may be only 1 tick under 50, does mean that he played less than majority of the snaps. Now, comparing that to Derrick Brown, in 2022, Derrick Brown had 67 total tackles, 1 sack, 12 QB hits, 5 tackles for loss, and he played a total of 870 snaps, that being 75%, as well as he played and started in all 17 games, whereas Shy Tuttle only started in 14. He was actually benched and did not start the beginning of 3 separate games. Now that you all have a pretty good understanding of this guy and his stats, I want to move in and give my honest fan opinion to what I thought when this actual signing was announced. My first thought was like who the fuck is this guy? Like I have no idea who this guy is, and I have been cheering on Scott Fitterer for his ability to restructure, make these moves, and create cap space. But in the same breath, I cannot believe that I'm saying thank you for creating cap space, but then you go out and sign a guy that nobody that I follow on Twitter or any other social media platforms knew who this guy was, and then you go and sign him to what I believe may be pretty much a redundant position, being a defensive tackle, after seeing what we saw from Derrick Brown. My only thoughts on this could be that my only thought on why this move may have been made was he may have been a potential favorite of defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero moving into this 3-4 system. There now is a question whether or not this guy or Derrick Brown will be the nose tackle, which in my head Derrick Brown was made for that position. So after creating all that cap space and using it on a guy who the only highlight that I could actually find was a play from 4 years ago where he got an interception and stiff-armed Matt Ryan. That's literally the only highlight I seen of this guy. It's just it brings to question why exactly the team felt this move was necessary. So as of right now, I'm honestly not too pleased with the team choosing to allocate money to this guy. What was the contract? Let's go back for a second. His contract, 3 years, $19.5 million with $13 million guaranteed. I just don't see that as being smart allocation of what is already a minimalized cap that we are working with now. So I am not the biggest fan of Shy Tuttle. Now that I have got that out of the way, let's go ahead and move to who I believe was the major signing of the day, be it safety Vonn Bell. Now, Vonn Bell is 5'11", 215 pounds from Ridgeland, Georgia. He was a second round pick, 61st overall from Ohio State. Now, the contract details for Vonn Bell as of right now are not disclosed as of the recording of this video, but to give you all a little perspective on just how impactful this guy was and why I say this was my favorite signing of the day so far. In 2022, Vonn Bell had 77 total tackles, 4 interceptions, 8 pass deflections, 1 sack, 4 QB hits, 4 tackles for loss, as well as 2 forced fumbles. His versatility and in every aspect of the game was on display last year, as well as he has 15 games worth of playoff experience, worth of playoff experience coming in to this year, as he has spent time with the Cincinnati Bengals, going to the playoffs, the championship games, as well as going to a Super Bowl, and before that having playoff games with the New Orleans Saints. He is tried and true at only 28 years old. He has a lot. He comes in with a lot of veteran experience, and with so many years left by NFL standards, only being 28 years old, seeing this type of production from him in 2022 makes me very excited to see what he will be able to bring to this team. Now, to give you all my honest fan opinion on Jessie Bates, man, I absolutely love this move, but the first thing that I thought when I saw this was announced was Ejiro Evero has watched the tape and he has officially made the decision that Jeremy Chinn is going to be converted back to a full-time linebacker, and he is going to be used as the tackling machine that we all know that he could be after seeing him in his rookie year, coming in second place for Defensive Rookie of the Year that year. So with the addition of Vonn Bell coming to the team and restructuring Xavier Woods and making sure that he stays on the team, we now have 2 very serviceable and high-level safeties to cover the back end of the field, and that allows, as I mentioned, Chinn to come down and play in the box a whole lot more. And with the stats that I was able to give you all just a few moments ago, that gives me the confidence to believe that whatever versatility that we all liked from Jeremy Chinn in that safety role, the ability to come down in the box, to play coverage, to do all of those things, although a lot of people, including myself, have been not very satisfied with Jeremy Chinn's ability to cover at certain times throughout the year. I don't believe that Vonn Bell suffers from those same issues whatsoever. According to PFF, he only allowed for a 64 or 65% passer rating when he was the closest defender targeted, which would have been 8th in the league for all DBs, which just shows that he has the ability to cover as well as make tackles, bring down the hammer, force the fumbles. He is going to be an absolute dog in that backfield, and I think this is an amazing signing, as opposed to my somewhat my less than satisfactory reaction to what I felt when I saw the announcement of Shy Tuttle. I absolutely love this signing. It is something that we needed. This means that we do not have to trade draft capital to go out and get a safety. We actually have one that is established with experience with the young core that we already have, which means we can target more offensive players to go along with the rookie QB that we are going to be drafting. This move is just absolutely great, and I love everything about it, man. But with that being said, what do you all think of this move. Do you like Shy Tuttle? Do you like Vonn Bell? I am a little bit indifferent on Tuttle until I see what his role is going to be on the team. But I absolutely, for one, love the addition of Vonn Bell. Allowing Jeremy Chinn to move back to linebacker, re-signing Shaq Thompson, having both of those guys just flying around the field, just make two sure tackle guys. I love this addition, but you all make sure that you leave your comments down in the comment section. I would love to know what you all thought when you saw this news. But with that being said, man, I am Jamario Rashad. This is the way I see it, and I'm out. Peace.